there are 5 extended hands. 5 extended hands. And then there are 10 basic hands. You're going to see a lot of miracles. You're going to see a lot. This system right here is going to shock you. You're going to like, well, what are you talking about? If and when you start, and you will start, or you land on the 5th extended hand, it is from this point. It is from this point, the 5th extended hand. It has to take the dealer 15 hands in a row in order to wipe your bankroll out. He has to beat you 15 hands in a row. And as you have blackjack knowledge, blackjack flows through your blood. Do you think? Do you think that's possible? No, it's not. It's impossible. It is impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible. Do you think the dealer can beat you 15 hands in a row? And you have blackjack knowledge. You are a master blackjack player. Blackjack flows through your blood. You know exactly what to do when you get your cards. You know exactly what to do. How to not to harm yourself, not to bust yourself. Or not you understand? You think the dealer gonna get you 15 hands straight? But get this: while you're playing this system, okay, you're on the 5th in the hand. Actions will take place, and it will come to a point where it's going to take the dealer 16 hands. It has to take him 16 hands in a row in order to annihilate your bankroll. 17 hands, 18 hands, 19 hands, even 20 hands in a row. 20 hands in a row, he has to beat you 20 hands in a row in order to annihilate you. What? And besides this, I'm excited about this system because you know what? There's going to come a time where you're going to be amazed at certain actions you take. And you're going to also be amazed at what's in your bank. When your bank is swollen and swollen and swollen, it grows and grows and it's swollen, where when you're sitting on a certain hand, you can reach into your bank and your bank will support you and bounce you back. Your bank may bounce you to the 3rd extended hand, to the 5th extended hand. It'll bounce you back instantly. When you're way down here, like, well, okay, well, it's going to take the dealer 11 hands. It has to take the dealer 11 hands in a row in order to wipe me out. And then all of a sudden, based on your bank, pop, 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 bam, you're back here instantly. Instantly, you're here. Instantly. With the help of your bank. Your bank is the money that you win. Instantly, you're back here. Start it and let us begin again. And based on being down here on the 5th extended hand, pop, 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 you replace what you needed. Everything's even, and here you are, ready to begin again, like ESPN. Yo, no. So there's a lot of things based on this system that's going to shock you. You're going to like, oh, well, okay. Well, now that has helped me. Yes, it has. So being on the 5th instead of hand, it has to take the dealer 15 hands straight, maybe 20 hands straight in order to annihilate you. It's not going to happen. At the same time, money going in your bank, money going in your bank, money going in your bank. That means you're winning and winning, money going in your bank. Chick-ching, 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 chick-ching. You understand? Of course. You do. So I'm going to show you how to play this system, or how the system starts off, and you're going to be amazed. Amazed. When you first sit down at a $10 blackjack table when you go to a casino, you're going to start on the 5th extended hand. You're going to have your bankroll in front of you. But this is what I want to tell you, that with this system, I have what is called borrow hands. There are a lot of borrow hands that you're going to reach into your bank and snatch out of your bank. You're going to snatch out of because the borrow hands assist you. And when you win, it's going to pop you to a certain hand, and those borrow hands go back into your bank. You understand? So there are borrow hands. They're called borrow hands. They're over top of certain hands that when you land on a certain hand, you're going to reach on top of your bankroll, pinch off of, and play that amount. Then you're going to turn around and reach into your bank and snatch out of your bank a certain amount and put it on top to assist you. And when you win, it's going to zip you to a certain hand, and the borrow hand will go back into your bank. You understand? Well, if you don't understand, you will understand what I'm talking about. So during this system, there are called borrow hands. They assist you. What is a borrow hand? A borrow hand is that every time you win, you put money in your bank, put money in your bank, put money in your bank. Your bank is growing and growing and growing. You put money in your bank. So when you need to borrow, you're going to reach into your bank. So you're actually using casinos' money to assist you to win casinos' money. Do you understand? You're using casinos' money to win casinos' money. And I would like to say this right away. You see these 5 extended hands? They're called extended hands. And these are called basic hands. But eventually, as you're playing and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning, you're going to do a certain action, whereas these 5 extended hands will be casinos' money, not your money. When you first start off, you use your money. But eventually, these 5 extended hands will be casinos' money. So every time that you land back on one of these hands, you're going to be using casinos' money to win casinos' money. You're using casinos' money to win casinos' money. So when you land on any one of these hands, you're going to be using casinos' money to win casinos' money. But I'm going to give you the big picture real quickly, and then okay. And eventually, as you're winning and winning and playing and winning and playing and winning and playing, eventually this whole entire system will turn into casinos' money. Therefore, your whole entire bankroll will be casinos' money. And your bankroll, you will stick it in your pocket. And the bankroll that you have on the table is all free money, money that you won, and that's casinos' money. So every time you play, every action that you do, so when you win, you're winning casinos' money using casinos' money. Do you understand? Of course you do. Can you see the concept now? You're going to end up winning, and in your bank, you're going to win the amount of your bankroll, whereas you can take your bankroll and stick it in your pocket, and the bankroll that you have on the table is casinos' money. It's free money. It's casinos' money that you've won. And every action that you take and every step that you take, you're using casinos' money to win casinos' money. And before you know it, sitting in your bank is double that bankroll. So now you are armed with what? 3 bankrolls, 3 rounds. I call them rounds. You got your bankroll in your pocket. That's a round. You won a round, which is free money in front of you. And then as you played and played and played and went and played and played, and when you looked at your bank, sitting in your bank was double that bankroll. Now you're armed with 3 rounds. How long would it take you to lose all 3 rounds? Is that a part-time job? A full-time job? Let's say, I know I'm rambling, I apologize. Let's say that you took 1 round and you played and you played and you played and you win, and money going in your bank, money going, you play and you play and you win, you play and you win, and you play and you win. And before you know it, sitting in your bank, you got 3 rounds now, but you're using 1 right now. Sitting in your bank is $3,000. And you end up landing on the 5th extended hand, and you say, you know what, I'm going to stop. So that means that bankroll is intact. You haven't lost a dime of your money because you ended back up on the 5th extended hand, which means that's sitting on top of your bankroll. So you haven't lost a dime of your money, but you in the bank, you accumulated, you won. Maybe you did a marathon, I don't know. Marathon means you play for hours and 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 hours. Maybe you did a marathon. And when you finally stopped and you're sitting on the 5th extended hand, sitting in your bank is $5,000. Do you make $5,000 in 2 weeks of working at your job? Oh, okay. I mean, what you bring home was sitting in your bank account after taxes. You understand? Okay. Do you make $5,000 in a whole month after you cash your checks, the money that they give back to you? Some people get paid twice a month. But what you get in your hand, add those 2 together, is it $5,000? Oh, no? Okay. After 2 months, and after cashing your checks for 2 months, is it $5,000? No. 3 months? 4 months? 5 months? Is it $5,000? Full-time job? Part-time job? Think about it. You won 5 grand and you had 3 bankrolls. And you haven't lost a dime of your money, but you got 3 bankrolls now. Then you play and you play and play and you win. When you play and play and you win, play and play. And all of a sudden, sitting in your bank is the amount of a whole entire bankroll. Now you got 4 bankrolls. Okay, take one, play and play and play and play. And okay, say you didn't play too long. And when you stop, there's $2,000 that you won. You got 4 bankrolls. And you won $2,000. Do you make that much in 2 months of physical labor where you have to get in your car every morning, be in rush hour traffic, fast food in it because you're busy, constantly working, busy. You understand, and you're not getting your sleep of working, and you're going to work and dealing with coworkers, and there's problems. You're getting headaches, and you understand. You're not getting your sleep. And you understand of working 40 hours, and you understand, but sitting down at a blackjack table and for hours and hours of gambling, in one day you make more in one day than you would doing a physical job in 2 months of physical labor at your regular job. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Full-time job? Part-time job? You understand? I knew you would. All right. I apologize for that too. I mean, I'm just trying to explain that how great this system is. Okay, like I said, when you first go to the casino, you're going to sit down at a $10 blackjack table because this is based on a $10 blackjack system. But I have more. I have a $20 blackjack system. I have a $25. I have a $50 blackjack system. A $100 blackjack system. And for higher rollers, whales, I have a $1,000 per hand system or table. You understand? So I just want to mention that to you. Like I said, when you go to a casino, you're going to start on the fifth in the hand, but in front of you is your bankroll, right? And to the right will be your bank, all the money that you'll be winning. But I have to say this, that during the course of this system, you're going to have to borrow, from your bank when you land on a certain hand that requires a borrow hand to be added or placed on top of your basic hand. But sitting in your bank, you're going to have a certain amount already so that whenever you need to, because when you first go to the casino and sit down at a blackjack table, you haven't won anything. Therefore, your bank is empty. There's nothing in your bank. So if you need to borrow, you can't borrow because you haven't won anything because you're starting off. You're first starting. You just sat down. Therefore, you're going to kickstart your bank with a certain amount of money, and I'll show you what it is. And you're going to have that in your bank. So when you do need to pinch off of your bank, there's money to pinch off of. But as you're winning and playing and winning and playing 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 and winning, and then you look at your bank, sitting in your bank is a lot of money, put it that way. You're going to reach into your bank and snatch out the amount that you started with to kickstart your bank, because that's your money, and put it back in your pocket. Now, when you need to reach into the bank to snatch out a borrow hand to assist you, you're going to be snatching and pinching out and snatching out the casino's money, because that's money you won. You see what I'm saying? So when you first start, sitting in your bank will be a certain amount that you can pinch off of with these borrow hands. You understand? But as you win, and bank is growing, your bank is growing, and you're winning and winning and winning, your bank is growing, and bank is growing, and you look at your bank like, wow, that's a lot of money in the bank. Then you're going to reach into the bank and snatch out your original money that you kickstarted the bank with and put it back in your pocket. Your money back in your pocket. Now you can start reaching to the bank and pinching out money that you have won to assist you. So I call them borrow hands, like it's borrow hands. You're going to reach into your bank and snatch out the amount that you need to assist you. And then when you win, that borrow money that you snatched out of your bank goes back into your bank. Do you understand? It's assisting you to pop you to the third, to pop you to the fifth in the hand, to pop you to the third in the hand, to pop you to the first in the hand, to pop you to the second in the hand. It's assisting you. You don't lose it. You understand? And now you're on your way. So I just want to mention that about the bank.